Hi everyone, this is Maria and today we're in the kitchen and I'm going to show you how to make fresh strawberry pie, and it is delicious. I mean delicious. So I've had this recipe for about 30 years and it's super simple to make, and I'm going to make two pies today, so I'm actually doubling the recipe. I'll go ahead and write the recipe down in the discussion box below, okay? So for two pies, I'm going to use a 6-ounce box of strawberry flavored Jell-O. I have 2 graham cracker crust. It's my store brand name here, Stater Brothers. And I have fresh strawberries. I have something like 8 or 9 cups of cut fresh strawberries, and they're so yummy. And some sugar, granulated sugar, some cornstarch, a measuring cup for water. The recipe calls for water. Some measuring cups and measuring spoons, a large spoon to stir, and a nice big pot to cook your mixture in. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put your sugar and your cornstarch in the pot. Then you're going to add the water and you're going to stir. I have 2 cups of sugar in my pot here and 4 tablespoons of cornstarch. I'm going to add the 3 cups of water because remember, I'm doubling my recipe. Okay, so I've added my water to the pot. You can see that right there. And I have my stove on at medium heat. So let's go ahead and start stirring. I'm going to pull the pot back over here and I'm just going to start stirring. Okay, so the liquid is going to look like this milky white liquid. And so you're just going to keep stirring. Every now and then I don't stir like for a few seconds just to let it sort of see if it's bubbling up, but it's not yet. And so I want it to start bubbling. The cornstarch is going to thicken the filling. So I just keep stirring. I've been stirring for, let's see, about 4 minutes, not quite 4 minutes. And so I'm just going to keep stirring and I'll be right back. I've made some room in the fridge for the pies, and so now it's starting to bubble. The mixture is starting to bubble, and it's, let's see, we've been stirring for about 7 minutes. And so if your arm feels like it's going to fall off, just have someone help you. You can see how it's thickening, you guys, and you want it to be clear, okay? And so I'm just going to stir some more. And by the way, I've had this pot and this spoon for 37 years, actually longer than 37 years, because I'm going on 38 years of marriage to my husband, Joey. And so his mother gave me these pots and these utensils, and boy, it must have been a really good brand because they have lasted, I tell you, and I have cooked a lot through the years. So many a stew has been made in this pot. So now we're going to remove from heat. So I'm going to turn off the stove and I'm going to move this to the other side. There's my strawberries there. And it says to add my recipe says to add the strawberry Jell-O. So this is the 6-ounce package. But you can make one pie and just use the 3-ounce package. Look at that. It smells so good, you guys. It smells like strawberries. I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to stir this in. Okay, because it's really hot. And so you want to be really careful because I'm using the front burner to show this tutorial, but you might want to use a back burner because you don't want to risk this pot wiggling and falling off. Of course, you won't be holding a camera, hopefully. So look at this, you guys. Can you see? You can see the bottom of the pot and the spoon, so it's nice and clear. And so we're going to let this sit for 10 minutes once it's all stirred in. If you're making one pie, let it sit for 10 minutes. And if you're making 2, I just let it sit for 20. I just doubled the time. And so you can see it's really thickened up and it's also cooled off. And so now I'm going to add my strawberries. And so I'm just going to dump them in. What I do is I slice some of the strawberries in half, and some of the smaller ones I just leave whole. And so the bigger ones are the ones that I slice in half. And so then you just sort of stir it. Doesn't it look good? Boy, I wish this video had like smell-o-vision or whatever, kind of like TV, like television, smell-o-vision. And so it smells really good. So I'm going to pour in the rest. And so I'm going to stir these, and you're just covering the strawberries with the mixture. And then once they're covered, you're going to let it sit for, let's see, I believe it's 15 minutes. I'm going to look at my recipe. Let's see. Yep. Let it sit for 15 minutes. And again, since I have 2 pies in here, I think I'll let it sit for a little more than 15 minutes, maybe 20, 25. And so, just gonna put the rest of these strawberries in. Oh, yum. It looks so good. The mixture has been sitting for about 20, 25 minutes. And so the next step is you're going to pour the mixture into your graham cracker pie crust. And you can see my shadow there. It's getting late in the day. And so since I can't pour it in, since I'm holding the camera, I'm going to start by just spooning it into the pie crust. And so that's all you do. And then you're going to cover them up because the pie crust, let me show you real quick. They come with these plastic covers. They're like this. And so you're going to undo the foil around the edges, and then you have this to use to put a cover on your pie. So, okay, so I'm just going to keep doing this and filling up my pie. And so I'm really liking this daylight savings time, you guys. It says here on my stove that it's 5:22, but actually I haven't changed my clock yet. So it's almost 6:30 here, and we still have all this daylight. I love it. And so, okay, see how simple this is? You can see the mixture here. Doesn't that look good? And it smells so good. I promise you're going to love this. I really like the way these came out. They're so pretty. And so, you know what? You don't have to use this plastic lid, this cover on the pie. I just used them because I'm going to be taking them to a scrapbook workshop tomorrow. You can just let the pies gel in the fridge without these and then serve them when it's set. And then any leftover strawberry mixture you can put in a container, in a bowl, and it's the pie without the crust, and it's really yummy that way too. So the pies are in the fridge now, and I usually like to make them the night before and let them set overnight. And so I hope the girls enjoy them tomorrow, and I hope you enjoy making your own fresh strawberry pie. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye-bye.